Hispanic households booming under the Trump economy.
With a 3.7% increase in Hispanic household median income, that's more than double the growth for all households.
And this month, the Hispanic unemployment rate remained at a record low, something our next guest says never happened under President Obama.
Well, Alfredo Ortiz writes about that in a new op-ed. He is the CEO and president of the Job Creators Network and joins us now. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Anna, good morning. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So how much credit do you give to Donald Trump for this?
Look, I mean, it's really easy. Donald Trump really deserves the credit for what we're seeing in the economy. I mean, overall, when you see the numbers in general, we're seeing incredible growth rates, 4.2% GDP growth, record unemployment rates. We mentioned already on Hispanic, half of what it was under Obama, down from 10% down 5%. But across the board, 3.9% unemployment rate. It's unbelievable. And this is because President Trump understands what it's like to be CEO, to run a country like a business in this particular case, and to put pro-growth policies in place that really eliminate and lower regulations in particular, and of course tax cuts.
Alfredo, hold on though. From the left, though, they say this president has been anti-Hispanic, anti-immigrant because of his immigration policies. Take that characterization on as it pertains to the lives of Hispanics improving in this country.
Yeah, you know, Pete, that's really a mind-boggling fact. The left, that is exactly what they want to be able, to say, want people to hear. But remember, actually, President Trump actually got one more point than Romney did in the presidential election, 28% Hispanic vote versus 27% for Romney, right? So the one thing that Hispanics realize and understand is that this president understands what it takes and what it's like to run a business and to grow an economy. And in fact, a latest poll from the Harvard-Harris poll, which is a very respectable poll, actually showed that approval rating for President Trump jumped by 10 points, not 10 percentages, right, but by 10 points. They understand that this president understands small businesses in particular and what it really takes to grow an economy, which we, again, when you look at Hispanics overall, they have one of the most entrepreneurial spirits across the country. And so they understand what it takes to run a business. And they know that these policies that are put in place that have lower taxes, especially for small businesses, are going to grow their businesses.
There may have been a jump in that one poll, but by and large, it seems to me that, as Pete alluded to, because of immigration, maybe other issues, despite the fact that unemployment's at historic lows for Hispanics, we should add for African Americans as well, there seems to be this sense that the president's still not going to get increased support from minority communities in the midterms and looking ahead to 2020. Why do you say that's wrong? How can he translate this strong economic performance into actually winning hearts and minds?
That's right. Well, Ed, one of the things that I think, people don't realize and the left wants you to think is that Hispanics are basically one-issue voters, that all they care about is immigration. But in fact, the most recent Univision poll actually says that immigration is one of the last things that they really focus on. What do they focus on? Issues in terms of jobs and the economy, number one, health care, education, national security. I mean, this is what they're actually concerned about. Those are the top four things that they're concerned about, Ed, immigration being number 5. And so really, again, when you look at what's going on with the economy, Hispanics understand that this president knows how to grow the economy. It's growing their businesses. And again, when you even look at hiring practices for Hispanic entrepreneurs, they're more likely to hire versus the general population at a 2-to-1 rate. So again, this is all good. It's good for not only the general market and general population, the economy, but Hispanics understand that this is a president that is growing their businesses and, frankly, growing their household incomes and their families.
And one of the ways that he did that is by lifting job-crushing regulations. But the left, all of Trump's critics, will say, look, the economy was already on the way up under President Obama, and he's the one who actually deserves the credit. What do you say to them?
There's a great information that was actually just put out by Kevin Hassett overall on I think it was September 10th, so just recently, that actually prosecuted this case, that it really wasn't just a trend issue. This was an inflection point in history, which comes right back to the election of President Trump. President Trump changed the direction of the economy because of, frankly, less regulation and lower taxes. We're in the middle of doing right now a tour called taxcutswork.com. We have all that information on our website that talks exactly how this is growing.
We'll check it out. Alfredo Ortiz, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, sir.